All right, I've been waiting all day at work. When I saw this hours ago, I'm like, I need to watch this right now, but I can't. I'm going to wait until I can record my reaction. So here we go. I'm going to watch it, and I'll just say I'm terrified for this movie. And also, quick thoughts about the title. I hate it. I think it's terrible. Dial of Destiny just sounds really stupid and corny. Maybe we'll get used to it, but it just sounds really dumb. So let's watch this, but I'm very scared. I've heard things. And I'll get into why after I watch it about why I'm terrified. Let's go. First watch.
I miss the desert.
I hear Sala. Oh man, he's so old.
I miss the sea.
Oh, that's cool. I gotta kind of talk over it so I don't get copyright
I miss
stuff.
waking up every morning,
That's Sala, isn't it?
wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
I remember those set photos. This is looking good.
Those days have
Oh!
gone.
Perhaps not.
Oh, it's so good to see him. Because he wasn't in 4.
Believe in magic
Sounds like
a few times in my life.
sounds like Harris or Han Solo there when he says, "Don't believe in magic."
Perhaps not.
Oh man, I hate seeing them so old.
I don't believe in magic.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I'll just keep watching.
But a few times in my life,
Oh, dude,
I've seen things I can't explain.
Banderas. Oh, the de-aging looks so good.
I believe it's not so much what you believe.
Oh, that looked rough.
It's how hard you believe it.
I want it to be good so bad. Please be good. I don't want to get my hopes up, man. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm.
This man.
I'm her godfather. Get back.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, that's Jeremy Johns. I really, really want to be hyped for this because I love Indiana Jones. I think there are some redeeming qualities of even 4, but I think this looks way better than 4. Man, it's tough because Lucasfilm puts out good trailers and they dupe us over and over again. You know, I'm gonna turn it down when we go over this, but I can't lie. This is giving me those Force Awakens feels, but we all know how that ended up. So, let's watch it again. I really don't like the title though.
The desert.
I love that Sal is here. Marcus Brody's character is dead at this point too. Let's see if I can catch anything. Hoffman, I don't know if that's a reference to anything.
I miss the sea.
That gives me Uncharted vibes. I do like seeing little snippets of his adventures that we didn't get to see in the movies. Was that a UFO?
And I miss waking up every morning,
Yeah, I remember seeing these set photos.
what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Come on, there has not been a movie that I've desperately wanted to be good more so than this.
Those days have come and gone.
Oh man.
Perhaps not.
I don't believe
One more ride. I want it to be good.
in magic.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of a weird statement because you literally saw aliens.
But a few times.
This is going to be young Indy, and I'm going to tell you the leaks in a bit.
In my life.
That's like Last Crusade era Indy there.
I've seen things. Things I can't explain.
Some kind of clock, which was in the rumors.
And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe.
That is oof, that's Tron Legacy bad, but they'll fix it by release, I think. Boyd Holbrook, I don't know what's going on there, but this is set in 1969 for the most part.
part you believe it.
I like this rendition of the song. She's basically the new Shia LaBeouf, it seems. Toby Jones. So I've heard this is a reference to the Millennium Falcon, and it looks like he's going into hyperspace because it's in the cockpit of a World War II plane that they used for the inspiration for the inside of the Millennium Falcon. Sorry about this pausing. I want it to be good, man. Oh, we went like over a year of not knowing the title. It was just Indiana Jones. That's all it said, or 5. But here it is.
Who is this man?
I freaked out because I was at work and I saw a thumbnail that said Indiana Jones and I'm like, huh, what is it?
I'm her godfather.
I really don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I'm sorry. Fleabag is not my thing. She was insufferable in Solo.
Get back.
Pause it for copyright. He looks really good for being 80, dude. Okay, so let me talk to you about why I'm scared about this. They're probably showing us a very carefully curated section of the movie, and they're showing us the best stuff. Because if you don't know about the leaks, whoo boy, are they bad. The quote-unquote leaks. They might be fake. They could just be put out there as disinformation to throw us off the scent. But, I mean, I don't want them to ruin it because Disney, you're running out of franchises to ruin. You've already ruined Star Wars, at least for me and for a lot of people. I mean, you've gone after Willow now. Now Willow sucks. Hocus Pocus ruined. Next is National Treasure. I mean, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel now for ruining franchises. But I drew some ire in my last Indy 5 video last year called maybe I'll put it in the description. The universe doesn't want Indiana Jones 5 to be made, and like I got a lot of dislikes. But I just can't trust modern day Disney. And yes, it's a great director, James Mangold, but Spielberg was going to direct and he dropped out, and that gives me pause. And not only that, you know what? I'm going to drop a link to the leaks, but let me get my phone. Sorry, I was not prepared at all for this. This is a rough, I wanted to get home from work and talk about this. So here is, I'm going to read off the leaks, and man, so this is from 4chan, but so it's not really that trustworthy. But then again, the Rise of Skywalker leaks came from 4chan, and they were 100% correct, except for, although I think they did mention time travel, which wasn't true. So here's a post from November 15th, 2022, and I'm gonna put it in the description. The post is called "Indy 5 sucks and James Mangold is a liar," from Anonymous. And it says, here's just like a plot synopsis. So potential spoilers, if you don't want to hear this, close the video now. It says, Indiana Jones 5 has had test screenings and I attended one. Again, this is all conjecture. Take this all with a grain of salt. I heard this other places too, that people have seen early screenings and they went very poorly. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. The reason he's claiming it didn't is because basically everyone at my showing hated it. Marion appears toward the beginning of the movie and encourages Indy to come out of retirement for one last adventure. That'd be cool. Mutt is mentioned, but not seen in that scene. Of course, Shia LaBeouf probably wouldn't come back. Sala appears for one scene, and you see him wearing we saw that. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is playing Helena Brody, the granddaughter of Marcus Brody, and is quite possibly one of the most annoying characters put to screen. I wouldn't be surprised if she wrote her own lines. She constantly lectures Indy about his privilege. Please, God, don't let that be true. Don't want to hear her talking about how terrible Indy is the whole movie. Like, we came here to see a final Indy film, not to watch him be berated. And there's rumors of tension on set between Kathleen Kennedy, the Dark Lord Kennedy, and James Mangold. And I heard to defer to James Mangold because he's made great movies. Logan was great. Walk the Line, Ford versus Ferrari. Now Next line says, Harrison looks like he doesn't want to be there the entire movie. I hope that's not true because he did bring his A game as Han Solo in episode 7. But I think it's because he knew he was going to be killed off. And maybe he doesn't want to do this because he doesn't want to... You better not kill him off. Please, do not. Mads Mikkelsen is playing a younger version of Tote from the first movie, and he does a decent job. That could be true, depending on if the next part I say is actually true. In a minute. Antonio Banderas is probably the best part of this movie, and that's probably the only reason his character's death had any impact. He sacrifices himself to save Indy and Helena right before they get sent back in time. Yes, you heard that right. The main MacGuffin is a golden clock that's the key to an ancient time portal. A group of neo-Yazis, is what I'll say because this is YouTube, is trying to track it down before Indy can. First, they go to ancient Rome for a bit, but then they go back through and end up in 1933. A significant chunk of this movie is set in 1933, and the main trio, in quotes, is old Indy, Helena, and younger Indy. In my screening, the movie ends with young Indy sacrificing himself to save Helena, causing old Indy to fade away like Marty does in Back to the Future. Think about that. Let's let that sink in. Helena picks up his hat, and the movie ends with a montage of her in iconic Indiana Jones scenes set to the John Williams score. I mean, could you be any more disrespectful to the franchise? The movie also had a Helena will return thing at the end, sort of like what Marvel movies do. Overall, 2 out of 10. I'd rather watch Crystal Skull 50 times than sit through this atrocity again. I hope Disney does some serious reshoots or just cans the movie entirely. So that's the whole quote-unquote leak. Again, take the whole thing with a big bucket of salt because it might be complete BS. And God, I hope it is. I hope this is just throwing it out. James Mangold, of course, said no, none of that's true. But of course, he wouldn't want to confirm it because if he confirms it, then nobody will see the movie, and he has a movie to sell for Disney. So, and at this point, you can't reshoot. The movie's already was delayed a year because of COVID. But like, there's so many other great indie stories out there that they could have adapted before this. Why not adapt Spear of Destiny? Which I think that was either a story or a game, like a graphic novel or something. Or Fate of Atlantis, which was an MS-DOS game. Probably not Staff of Kings. Because, I mean, well, it's not a good game, but I don't really know much about the story. Emperor's Tomb was a prequel to Temple of Doom, that game. So, and I'm going to do streams of all these too, but that was a game that the story, you don't need a prequel to... Temple of Doom's already a prequel, technically, to Raiders. So that wouldn't work for his last movie. You can't do Fountain of Youth again, because you've done that. That would have been perfect, though, for his last movie, when he's old. I'm sure they'll joke about it in the movie, about, oh, we need a Fountain of Youth now. But time travel? Like, Aliens was bad enough. Time travel's even worse. I will take anything. I'll take an Atlantis story over time travel. Once you introduce time travel, it opens a whole can of worms, and it just turns to crap. So, I'm so nervous for this movie, but I can't lie, that was a great trailer. But the Dial of Destiny, I just think of Dial Soap. It's an awful title. Spear of Destiny would have been cooler than Dial. Like, they're just ripping off stories written by better authors. Spear of Destiny. What was the other one? Not Fate of Atlantis. Well, there's the Infernal Machine, which is an N64 game, which I want to get my hands on. And then there was not Staff of Kings. It's going to drive me insane. It's not Spear of Destiny either. Whatever. Maybe I'll put it in post. But there are so many other non-film indie stories you could have done that I don't know why you went with time travel. It's just, why? But maybe it'll be done in a way that's actually pretty cool, like a supernatural thing. Don't go overboard with it, but my God, if they have the audacity to erase Indy from ever existing, like Back to the Future, there will be rioting in the theater. Be like, how dare you? Like, it's bad enough to kill off a character like Luke Skywalker or something, but then to just erase his history, like, oh, this person never existed. That's just a slap in the face to the fans. You can't do that. So, I am imploring you, James Mangold, do not let that happen. Please let that not be true. I just want a good send-off for Harrison as Indy. Yeah, Last Crusade is the perfect ending. They literally ride off into the sunset. But if you want to do a fifth one, which I don't think should have happened anyway, or you should have done what I've been suggesting this since the beginning. Sorry if I'm stuffed up too, but from the beginning I've been saying make it a frame story. Have Indy put makeup on him to make him even look older. Have him be 90 years old in a rocking chair, and be like, back in 1937, and then like he goes, and it's like a flashback, and then that's what a frame story is. The whole movie is him telling the story of this old adventure, and just recast. I don't know, do Chris Pratt, do somebody else. I know he says Indy will die with him. We'll never have another actor play him. I don't see that happening. Once he's dead, Disney's gonna do what they want, unfortunately. So it should have been a frame story, and then the movie ends. You still get Harrison for like maybe he's narrating a bunch of it. You still get him in modern day. Maybe he's like a retired archaeologist. Well, of course that's what he would be, but like, and he's still teaching at a university. Like, it would be great, and that way you have like a younger actor playing him. That would have been the way to go, I think. And then, but the rumors are gonna have a series with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and it's like, oh, she's so grating and irritating. And if she wrote her own dialogue, this is gonna be abysmal, man. I feel like James Mangold knows better, unless he is being completely pushed around by Disney, which is very possible because creatives at Disney have very little say these days. Just look at Phase 4 of Marvel's output. It's been horrendous. So I think that's basically all I've wanted to say. Again, sorry for the sloppy presentation, but I just had to get my thoughts out there. Yeah, I mean, all that I ask for is just be better than Crystal Skull. That's all I want. Just one more Indy film, be better than Crystal Skull. Give us some more young Indy with deepfake. I don't care. One last ride, be great, please. I can get over the title. I can get over the dumb title. Spear of Destiny would have been better. In fact, before I go, I'll probably edit this out, but that's gonna drive me nuts. What that is of what that's called. Indiana Jones and the not Fate of Atlantis, Spear of Destiny. I'm gonna have to look up the wiki. Let's go to the wiki. I'm going to put some gameplay in the background of something probably. Okay, you know what else I want to do? Maybe I should do a watch through of this. If somebody can let me know, where on earth do I find copies of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles? I really want to watch it because I've never seen it. Okay, so these are some other books from Bantam Books. 1991, Indiana Jones and the Peril at Delphi. Also in the same year. I'm not going to say Indiana Jones and because it'll take forever. Dance of the Giants, The Seven Veils, The Genesis Deluge, which is about like Noah's Ark, I think. The Unicorn's Legacy, The Interior World, The Sky Pirates, The White Witch, The Philosopher's Stone, The Dinosaur Eggs, The Hollow Earth, The Secret of the Sphinx, The Army of the Dead. These are German names I can't read. Lost Treasure of Sheba, Curse of Horror Island. These are R.L. Stine books. Eye of the Fates, Cup of the Vampire, Legion of Death. Okay, I want to find the oh my god, there's so many. The Plantation Treasure, The Tomb of Terror, Circle of Death, Secret Curse of Ruby Cross. I mean, it sucks, man. Why didn't if they wanted to make more indie films, why did you wait, what was it, like 20 plus years after Last Crusade to make 4? And then he even said, he's like, please don't wait another 15 years to make 5. And they did. If they were going to make more than 3, if they wanted to do like 10 of them, you should not have waited this long. Made more after Last Crusade, I guess. And the Ring of Power, that's one. Video games, here we go. Last Crusade, no. The Revenge of the Ancients, The Fate of Atlantis, Desktop Adventures. Was it Spear of Destiny and I'm just losing my mind? Iron Phoenix was a canceled game. I'm hoping this means we get news on the new game from Bethesda soon and what it's called. And fingers crossed, maybe we get Lego Indy 3. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I was thinking of Spear of Destiny. if I do find it, I will just put it in the description as well. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say except for I'm terrified for this movie. Uh, please, God, let it be good. The movie gods bless us. I we can't go out on something worse than Crystal Skull. We can't end this saga with him being erased from history. Like, I do think that could be just disinformation. Like, just throw us off. Let's hope so. And please don't kill him. But like again, he made Logan, the director, so he could very well die. I'm just happy we get to see more Sala too, which is pretty cool. Uh, Sadly, obviously, Sean Connery is gone. Rest in peace. We'll probably get a reference, but he said he would have come back for another film if he wasn't retired, and they didn't wait so long. So yeah, I think the title's terrible. Like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a cool title. I think the Dial of Death. It's so bad. Whatever. With time, we'll get used to it. But I don't know, or this is just going to be yet another bad indie film, and we will go back to saying no. There's only three, because in my mind, there's still only three. So please, Disney, spare if you do anything, spare us one franchise for once, please. Don't. I know you've been like a scythe through cornfields, just chopping down everything we love, but spare this one, please, for me and for all the other indie fans out there. But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna cover it when it comes out. I'm gonna do streams from the games. I'm probably gonna talk about the old films again ad nauseum before this comes out because I want to be part of the conversation. So let me know. Did you enjoy that trailer? Because I'm not gonna lie, I really liked it, and it's just like I can't trust trailers these days. So we'll see. I'm hoping for the best. Fingers crossed. But anyway, that was my reaction for Indiana Jones and the Dial. It's weird to have a title, The Dial of Destiny. But finally, I can stop calling it Indy 5. So, again, apologies for the rough style of this video. I just had to get my thoughts out there. Expect a follow up probably. But until then, thank you for watching. Check out my other stuff. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you around. See you next time.